Hey, how's it going everyone? Today we're going to talk about how to farm XP by far the quickest way in Zenith, the Last City. Now before we jump in, if you don't know what game we're talking about, I'm about to give you some context. Zenith was the #1 overall game on Steam best-selling charts for over 24 hours, beating out Elden Ring, Dying Light, and God of War. And they were the top-selling VR game on Steam, Quest, and Rift days later. But I assume most of you clicked on the video because you already know what game this is, and you just want to get some XP. So one of the things I've noticed while playing the game is you seem to get kind of like soft locked out of the next main quest by just like a level or even half a level. So by far the best way to gain XP is do what's called public events. I'm sure you know what they are, or you've even done them a couple times. They appear on your mini map and on your world map as like a red diamond. You very easily teleport to all the different places on the map that you've been to before. This allows you to jump from public event to public event very easily. As of the time of writing this video, even the low-level public events, and by that I mean the events that are in the starting area, give you around 2,000 XP. Now the higher the level of the area, the more XP you get for doing the public event. So I highly recommend looking in the most recent area you've unlocked. And then working your way backwards and restarting as you go. So currently I'm in, like the level 22 to 24-ish area. So whenever I do a public event, I get about 5,000 or so XP. And most public events seem to last about 6 or so minutes tops. Definitely no more than that. I'd be surprised if the public event lasts any longer than that. All the public events are happening at all the time. So as soon as you finish one, you can pop open your world map, look for the next highest level public event, and quickly teleport to the nearest spot, and then, get there however you want. Whether you want to fly or dash, teleport, whatever you name it, just you got to get there as quick as possible, really. If you're level 20 or above, like me, you can basically do many of the lower events by yourself, so you don't need a party to do this with, or if you're skilled enough, you can even do the high level ones by yourself. Now, even if you show up late to a public event and fail it, that's completely okay because you still get around 2,000 or more XP from the higher level public events. That's if you fail it. So if you show up in the last 30 seconds of the public event and just kill a couple enemies, you can get 2,000 XP. Alright, now you dumb kids, how about you put on some glasses with like the tape in the middle holding them up, because we're going to do some math. Now, let's say you're in my position and you're doing one public event around every 6 minutes. That's kind of generous, but we're going to say every 6 minutes, which means you can do about 10 an hour. I may have chosen that number because it was just easier to do on math, but whatever. So, and all you crazy kids are just so good at the game. Let's say you get about 5,000 XP per public event. That's an easy 50,000 XP an hour. Now, when you're around level 20, every time you do a main story event, it only gets you around 15,000 XP. That's 15 to 50 an hour. So you could very easily just do this for an hour, and you may even level up more than once, even twice, and then you can do the next 2 or 3 story missions in a row. And by doing those story missions, you may be able to unlock another event, another place you can teleport to, which allows you to do even higher public events, which allows you to get even more XP and better gear and this and that. Now, if you got a group of friends, probably power through even more public events in a shorter time. And if you're running this alone, you'll probably run into people doing this strategy, and you can party up, and now you can finally have some friends. You loser. Now, while doing this, you can gain plenty of valuable items for crafting new armor and weapons for the area that you're in. As well as the enemies that you kill drop items that can be handed into the NPC for that area that, you can gather those and hand them into them, and they'll give you XP. Whether it's ent leaves or, like this or that, it's typically you got to collect about 10 of them and hand them into the whatever NPC wants it for that area, whether it's Shin or the Elder or this or that, like whoever, right? So yeah, so not only by doing this can you gain extra XP by killing the enemies while doing the public events, but you can also craft some of the best armor for that area in the higher level areas that'll even boost you even further in combat. Now, the one thing that you do have to look out for when doing this strategy is that there are currently bugged public events, like these ones I'm currently showing on screen with the arrows and me pointing at them and this and that. They don't have any info listed, as you can see. There's no time or enemies or anything listed, and I believe this is just a bug. You know, the game is in early access, and it is the first week the game has come out. So, you know, like, these are just the type of things that you have to deal with when, you know, not only dealing with a VR game, but a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, an MMORPG. So hopefully it gets patched soon, but, you know, you just got to look out for it. The easiest way to tell if it's bugged or not is if it has a timer. If it's got a timer ticking on it, that means it's a real one, and you better haul ass, brother. Just get on over there. Well, yeah, guess that just wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. The game's only been out for less than a week, so who knows if there's better strategies out there to gain, you know, XP. And I stumbled upon it. I'll make sure you guys are all the first ones to know. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching. You know, I'd really appreciate, I really appreciate a subscribe. And I'll probably be making more videos on this game. It's a lot of fun. So, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side.